All right, so welcome along, guys. We are recording this session where it will be available on demand on our YouTube channel. And you guys will be joined with a session will be led by Media Prince. We're going to be talking about the council culture, how to deal with that, how to even to process it and get through it. And so, Media, I'm going to turn the floor over to you and you can get started whenever you would like.
Thank you. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are talking about cancel culture. So I will be letting you see the presentation in about 1 minute. Starting presentation in about a few seconds.
We can't hear it.
I think I have to unmute me. You know I'm a
No,
little.
when you share your screen, there's going to be an option that says share sounds along with that. You have to make sure that you share your sound to your computer as
Say no more. Thank you. They need to do Zoom for Dummies.
well. I think they got that.
All right, here we go. Let's escape that. Okay, share screen. Hey, it's your boy, the Media Prince, and I want to welcome you to my session. We are talking about cancel culture. What is it exactly? Where we're going to seek in and see exactly what cancel culture is. I'm going to tell you the definition, some few other terms in regards to cancel culture, where it all started, and then I'm going to have some great people have a discussion with me about this current state of the culture, also known as the new cancel age. So stay tuned, you're here with me, the Media Prince, and I want to welcome you to cancel culture. What is it? Cancel culture is a modern form of ostracism in which someone is thrust out of social or professional circles, either online or social media, in the real world, or both. Those who are subject to this ostracism are said to be or social media in the real world or both. Canceled. But why does cancel culture happen? And how does it even happen? Well, it's credit to black users of Twitter. That's right, black Twitter. We all know black Twitter thrived in 2020, where it has been used as a hashtag. Cancel culture is a modern form of ostracism in which someone is thrust out of social or professional circles, either online or social media, in the real world or both. Those who are subject to this ostracism are said to be canceled. But why does cancel culture happen? And how does it even happen? Well, it's credit to black users of Twitter. That's right, black Twitter. We all know black Twitter thrived in 2020, where it has been used as a hashtag as troubling information comes to light regarding celebrities who were once popular or are popular. It has even trickled down into our peers and circles. Now, cancel culture has been around for years, but it's also been known as other things such as blacklisting, blackballing, online shaming, hater culture, trolling, or social exclusion. Now, with cancel culture, we all know that black social media is the highest influence of it all. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok have all become the platforms that deem who is and who is not canceled. A victim can fall into cancellation in a matter of seconds, whether it be saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing, being at the wrong place, or just pretty much being wrong in the general public's eye. Ouch. Now, as you can see, cancel culture just has any and everybody on its hit list, from Doja Cat to Cardi B to B Simone. We all know about Tory Lanez to Chris Brown to Lil Wayne. These are the newest victims of cancel culture, and it grows by the day. Da da da. Didn't I say the list is growing by the day? I was the newest inductee in December 2020. But you can learn all about what happened with that later on in this presentation. Go ahead, click the next slide. Let's have some fun. Let's get some conversation and some real discussion going. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You guys have already been following the session. Again, it's cancel culture. What is it? You've gotten to hear my opinion, but now I wanted to bring a collective around so that we could really talk about this topic and get some more perspectives. So I had to bring the gang out. So with me, I'm gonna introduce everybody. I have my publicist, award-winning publicist, Just One PR, Sandra N. You guys heard her yesterday. I have media maven, beauty connoisseur, and author, Ty Cobb. And then we got my brother over here at the bottom, the king himself, serial entrepreneur, Mr. Justin Drummond. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, I'm fine. How y'all doing? Less in the snow, kind of shutting us down, but I'm fine. Full lodging.
Full lodging. All we can do. So let's get right into it. We're in a state where cancel culture just seems to be like the end thing. People think that they have the power to just cancel people off of anything, especially within our community. Like we preach helping our fellow brother, helping our fellow sister, but the cancel culture is a premise of Black Twitter and the things that we've created with our, within our culture.
But to you guys, what exactly does cancel culture say to you? Like, what is that in your eyes? Anybody can go first.
I'll let ladies speak first.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, I guess I'll just go first. Well,
First,
like you, huh?
No, I say you go ahead. I'll go after you.
You know, like you said, especially in our community when we're supposed to be uplifting one another, we are the quickest people to cancel one another. And I always say one thing about our people, we are the most influential people, but we are a bunch of followers as well. And sometimes we can hate on each other. You know what I mean? Instead of when you see somebody moving forward, you kind of, and again, we're all, you know, we're all in the culture. You're kind of like, do I want that person to move forward? And not us per se, but our culture. And now they are like acting like they're Jesus. You know what I mean? They're coming like a mob, you know, a gang. Whereas though, if you do anything, you might not have a job. You might not have funds to feed your family or even keep forward with your dreams. It could be your job, entertainment, whatever, you know? Now, some people to me, now listen, like our former president needed to be canceled, you know, because he was actually going out inciting hate. But for those people that are just human, making a mistake, we are the first people to basically ban them. And sometimes these people are just that. Sometimes they're fans. Sometimes they're the trolls that just want to, you know, make people's lives unhappy. So, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, you know, they're the judge and the jury. These people, these Twitter, you know, finger people, the Instagram trolls, you know, so that's just my take on it.
Oh, okay. So, well, with me, cancel culture. I think that I agree with what Taika had to say. I think that people are getting too much intertwined with the cancel culture. Like every little thing you do, oh yeah, well let's cancel them. Well, they, you know, it's, and then we are our own biggest critics. Like we could see ourselves do something or one another do something instead of pulling one another to the side and saying, hey, listen, this doesn't look right, or this, what's going on. We go on the internet, oh yeah, cancel them, oh yeah, you know, we try to expose them and get, to me, it just does not make sense because a lot of these people doing this have nothing going on for them as well. And it kills me because I'm like, everyone wants to be a boss, but yet half of them are not a boss. Like it doesn't make sense to me, but yet you're quick to go and want to cancel someone or want to dictate someone's career or think that you have the power all of a sudden. So to me, I think that cancel culture, a lot of us are taking it too far. A lot of us are getting too intertwined and concentrating too much and putting too much energy into cancel culture, where we could be putting those energy in something else that's beneficial to the community or trying to uplift one another versus trying to use that to push someone aside or bully someone online. So yeah, I'm not the whole cancel culture. I think that we literally need to chill now. Some of us do need to be canceled, you know.
Listen.
There's some people need to be canceled for sure. But I think that we are so eager to cancel the little people that the big people that actually committing the crime don't want to say there's anything. It's like whatever. But when it's the regular entrepreneur or regular influencer that's actually working hard and slip up, we're quick to, oh yeah, let's get, no, people, chill. You guys don't have the power, you know, worry about your brand. A true boss will literally reach out to a person and say, hey, listen, you might want to look into this, or this is what's going on. This is what I heard. You don't put them on blast and trying to cancel them because you feel like, oh yeah, I can go online and do this. So yeah, we need to chill a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yeah. So, you know, my idea with cancel culture, man, I kind of see it as like a silent one that honestly is within the Black community and one that is more outspoken. The silent one is just the amount of let's say just the amount of opportunity that we give Black businesses. Like, you know, we'll give a Black business one time, and if they mess up one time, or if the price is maybe outside of what we think is their value, or those things, then we kind of cancel them, you know. But you'll give somebody that you don't know, that doesn't care about you, that is not even putting any money into your community, more money and more chances. He mess up your sandwich, you're gonna give him a chance, but let the Black dude mess up your fried chicken platter, you're gonna be ready to say, oh, this is just another Black business, just another up to just another, you know, whatever, just out here trying to. And that's something that, man, we don't like to speak about. You know, you always see it in the comments, you see it in the culture, but people don't like to address it. And we just don't have a long leash for each other. Like, you know, there's not a lot of room to grow as a Black business owner in Black communities sometimes. And, you know, we have to try to be perfect, and no business is perfect. And that's a silent cancel culture that I really see is, you know, it hasn't gone away. And as more entrepreneurs, more Black entrepreneurs, whether small, medium, or large style businesses, we're still receiving that pressure. And it's really from our communities. You know, so I would say that is a silent cancel culture kind of voice that I know is out there, and we don't like to address it. So that's one thing. And the second thing is more of this outward cancel culture. Now, I agree, there are people that do need to be canceled. But when we do that, what door are we opening? That's all I want to say is, what door are we opening? Because if you cancel him, then what is stopping them from canceling somebody else? And if you look at history, these things are always a start. It's always, you know, they always just turn the lock and crack the door a little bit. But then you don't look 5 years down the line, but now they can literally censor anybody. So it's more of, you know, we're kind of up here, where we're down here and they're up there, as a sense. And at some point, you know, I don't agree with it, but I'm looking 10 years down the line is, okay, so if it's like this today, what are we looking at 10 years from the line? Since we've opened the door. So that's kind of my feedback on what cancel culture is, and some of the things that I know cancel culture affects our communities for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm to be quite honest, I'm thinking, like, as we said, years from now, it seems like cancel culture just enhances by the year, and especially now we're in a pandemic, people have nothing but time to just hate, especially if they're spending this time not doing anything productive with their craft.
Right.
So how do you think us as creatives and creatives, makers, entrepreneurs, business owners, musicians, artists, how do you think we can prevail in a realm of cancel culture?
Oh, I guess I'll go. I agree with everything everyone was saying, and I actually want to make another point to what it's doing to us mentally, emotionally. You know, let's really be real. Cancel culture can bring on depression. We are human, like, we're human, and the people that are behind, you know what I mean, they don't see that. They see it, but because we're winning, they don't want that. You know, and I'm a church girl. I always talk about church, and I think how we can prevail and go for it is, listen, sometimes we literally, even though we live on social media for our businesses, you know what I mean? Let's be real. Sometimes we need to step back ourselves for real and say, you know what? I need maybe a day or two off, or sometimes even cut our comments off, or just know who you are. Like, prayer is everything. Know who you are and say, look, if you already know what you're about to get and who is giving it to you, we should already be like, okay, these are haters in the comments. These are haters that want me to fail. You know what I mean? Just basically knowing what we're getting ourselves into and who is bringing the hate, so that we just have to be mentally strong. That's the only way that we are really going to prevail over this whole cancel culture. You know, uplifting yourself, keeping your circle tight, the ones that are really, really like for you. Because let's be real, it could be some people in your crew that are wishing like, oh, I can't wait till they fall, so yeah, we could just cancel them. You know, making sure that you're surrounded by people that are going to uplift you. But honestly, guys, let's be real. Sometimes you can only trust yourself. So if you ain't praying and saying, okay, keep your own self prayed up, you know, I'll give examples. A girl was on social media. I don't even see this young lady all the time. She was sent to me when I had to do a makeup class, and I've met her once. It had to be like 2 years ago. And she was posting, and it was so much hate, but the hate was coming from like her family. You know, and I just went into her DM. Sometimes, guys, even though we don't know people, slide in somebody's DM and say, hey, I see that you're going through. Don't let the haters stop you. You shall live, you shall not die. And that is for our career, guys. That's for anything that we are doing. We have to keep ourselves. Look, if we got to say, oh, I'm the bomb, nobody's even going to even touch my mental or how I feel about myself, then pump yourself up and just know, like, okay, these people are haters, like haters. Haters want you to be where they are. What is misery loves company, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
It
just
definitely does.
exactly. So I just say, we have to know who we are, and sometimes already have our armor on and be like, look, I know what I'm gonna get today, but I'm ready for it.
Right.
Be mentally strong.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And I'm glad you touched on that because I'm pretty sure everyone that's tuning in knows about me and Sandra's past transgression in December. And that when I tell you this lady got strength above strength, because she was like, bro, we got work to do. Let's get back to it. We got stuff lined up this week. Like, this ain't no setback. But you're absolutely right. Sometimes cancel culture can definitely send you a different wavelength of thoughts just because in some instances, like I know for me, I project love, I project positivity, I show respect, I put people on. I'm in that realm of things. So getting that type of hate or cancellation or somebody digging at your craft was like very gut wrenching because that's not what I put out. You get what I'm saying? But it does take a strong sense of self, of learning who you are and keeping your foundation close. The ones that really pour into you and build you up. That's the circle that's which you need to be going for. That's what you need.
Yeah.
That's the foundation that.
And it's hard. Like, let's be real. I had a show, you know what I mean? And so many things happened to me for people I put on, what I mean? Putting on to my city. And it literally almost destroyed me emotionally because the people that I'm putting on and loving, I'm like media, media, I like bringing people with me. But sometimes, guys, even, and this is another thing, everybody who's tuning in, sometimes you have to be in a season of self. And what that means is you can't always not that. And because our personality is love and wanting to see everyone win, when you get into a cancel culture or our own people trying to hurt you for no reason, hurt you for jealousy, when you're a part of something, you know what I mean? But sometimes when you're a part of something, guys, and you bring people in, guess what? Because your name is on it, they still don't want you to be good, even though they're a part of it. So sometimes we have to get into a season of self, and that self is about media. It's about Sandra. It's about you so that you can get through those tough times. So sometimes it takes you and it just makes you depressed that it might take months to get through or even years, but you'll get through it.
Yeah. Yeah. And also just to touch on kind of what you were saying around the season of self, man, I have employees, I got about 6. So, with what we live in, man, I have to just understand that it's more of so my responsibility to ensure that the climate that we live in, the people that depend on me are protected, right? So, on social media, if I may feel some type of way about a topic that could be controversial, we live in the realm of a lot of controversial topics right now. And the frame of thought is if you don't believe in me, if you don't believe what I believe, you're canceled.
Yeah.
You're blocked. And honestly, I believe all of these social media mediums that we've been accessed from block to restrict to all those things have literally brought that culture in. Because back in the day, everybody had free speech. If you want to, you don't like it, you walk to the room.
Yeah.
And you go somewhere else. But you can't literally delete somebody out of, let's say, your frame of interaction. So that's just something that I've had to really kind of zone into. And that's why I'm more kind of by myself a lot more now. At least as I'm in this real sensitive stage of kind of lifting off to the next level where I have more responsibility on me. So like under this cancel culture, man, I keep my circle so small because and I'm just very cautious about how I present things and how I say things is because in this realm, man, you kind of have to adapt. Sometimes I like to say the ones who adapt get far. The ones that try to change the unchangeable, end up just getting exhausted. So that's something, man, that I've kind of had to do, and just to piggy off of the season of self is to, you know, if you're the one that people are dependent on in this kind of climate, you got to act accordingly. It costs to be the boss, you know.
Right.
So true.
It's a level of. Go ahead, Sandra.
Oh no! I was gonna say, you know, I totally agree with everyone. And one thing I always go by is I tell people, try not to worry about what people think, and try not to worry about other people's feeling. Take your personal feeling out of things, because in certain cultures, like again, we're in this cancel culture. If you always ride with your personal feeling, you're gonna get hurt a lot.
Yeah.
People, like, you know, even people that are watching, keep your personal feelings out of it.
Out of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's, you know, don't let those people opinion hinder you or get to your thoughts or get to anything, because with me, that's how I move. I don't let, like, I know people talk about me. It comes back to me. I hear about it, but I don't care, because at the end of the day, why am I energy in that where I could put that energy in my own brand and build something? Like, I don't have time. So people have to learn how to eliminate their personal feeling, because once you eliminate your personal feeling, you're gonna watch, they're gonna be talking and you're just gonna be like, okay, whatever, next job, let's go. Like, it's not even gonna matter to you, because it's all chitter chatter. Like, they're gonna talk.
Because in the long run, a lot of these people that are talking about you will never say it to your face.
Ever.
It is nothing but love.
Right.
And when I do say, and really, not only is it love, I think also too, I go to a good confidant of ours, me and Sandra, that we work with. Her name is AP, and she says to me a lot, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. And so kind of like give you also a nice sense of a boost to really keep going, because someone is really hindered that much. You're that important in their brain. They have to go about their day projecting their energy on you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's so true. So true.
So true. So true. Well, I want to thank y'all for joining in on this discussion. Please let them all know where they can follow each of you at and what you guys are working on for the rest of 2021.
Go.
We can go ahead with you, Ty.
All right, so, well, I'm Sandra, Just One PR. I had to look up, like, wait, Just One PR, JUST #1 PR. You can find me on all social media. We are a full-blown public relations service company, agency, however you want to put it. Yeah, you know, feel free to reach out. Check us out. Our website is www.justonepr.com. And y'all stop the cancel culture. It's not that serious, people. Just stop.
Well, you can find me at Ty Cobb Large on everything. Look, you know, I just came out with my large apparel, got randomish apparel. Coming back from my show, the Ty Cobb Show, on Tuesdays. I actually have a new project coming out. It's going to be called V Magazine DC. So it's going to be the first virtual magazine. I'll tell y'all a little bit more about that. Y'all know I be trying to do stuff for the city.
Girl, we get some exclusives, y'all.
Yeah, some exclusive. So media, you already know I got you on my list. All right. So for the first, you know, so Ty Cobb Large, and everyone listening and watching, season itself, taking your feelings out of it. I had to learn that the hard way, guys, but we can definitely rock out, you know, in this season, and stop trying to cancel people, Black people. Look at yourself, because that's a lot of hate. Period. We
yes.
Oh, that's serious. Well, y'all, this is your favorite entrepreneur, Justin Drummond. I own a cybersecurity company called Spark C. I'm actually one of the youngest African American suit owner in the country. Own a suit company called Executive Suit Company. So you can follow me on social media at Justin.Drummond. And my suit company is EXECZ _suit_company. MP, we appreciate you, my brother.
That's
Cancel culture. Oh, one last thing. every battle is not worth fighting in this cancel
Mm.
culture. Choose your battles wisely.
And
A full launch. You just spoke a word.
Well, I hope
Yes.
y'all in for that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the next slide on this presentation because I got an. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my huge announcement is I will be releasing my book this summer. It's entitled "And Then I Was Canceled: Motivational Quotes for Triumph and Success." Pre-order does begin next month. Head to the next slide. You can read up about what the book is all about. We have come to a conclusion. Here's the Q&A session. You're welcome to ask questions or even give your opinion on the topic at hand of cancel culture. Hey, it's your boy, the Media Prince. Thank y'all for tuning in. Any questions?
That was a dope discussion.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just feel like cancel culture has to slow down, and even though it won't ever, but now it's just mentally getting yourself prepared, because you're going to get canceled whether you like it or not, because we're in a sensitive culture. People take offense to everything. Even if you wear blue on Sunday, then they got a problem. So I just want to make sure people just, find their inner strength and be able to work out from there. Hey, Shanetta.
What's up? So I'm looking forward to being future canceled. Now, apparently that's the thing. You've arrived when you've been canceled. So I'm looking
Amen.
forward to being canceled. Ashe.
Amen, amen, amen. Well, that's the end of the presentation, guys. We got more rooms here at Creative Con, and I don't want to hold you up. I thank you for tuning in. Again, it will be streaming again on YouTube. And thank you for tuning in. Cancel culture, what it is.
Thank you, Media Prince. We super appreciate you being a part of Creative Con 2021. And Tamika and I will reach out to you after we finish with all the classes.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks again.